video, I'm actually going to be talking about the reason for my absence on my YouTube channel and where I've been and what I've been up to. I think I've published maybe 3 or 4 videos in total this whole year on my channel, which is crazy ridiculous. It's not okay. I need to find some motivation. But most recently, I've really just been trying to find myself again and what makes me truly happiest. I've been going through quite a lot these past few months that I've kind of lost who I am and what I want to do and who I am. Like if someone was to come up to me and ask me, you know, what are you into? What are your interests? What makes you happiest? Like I wouldn't really be able to tell you that because I'm not 100% sure. The only things that I'm 100% sure of is I love film and editing. I want to be in the post-production field. I want to be an editor. I want to be a director. I'm just a film student, just like is written all over me. But other than that, I'm just like, I don't know, that's my telos. I want to be a filmmaker. Like I want to make a living off of being a filmmaker. So yeah, if you didn't know, I recently moved to Grand Rapids, Michigan last year, or technically Michigan last year, to go to this film school, to attend a film school in downtown Grand Rapids. It's a 4-year program where I will get my bachelor's, and 3 years from now, I am now a sophomore at that film school. So I'm still doing that. I haven't dropped out. I'm not that crazy. Not yet. I'm JK. I'm not going to drop out. Some things that I've kind of been up to in the past few months that have been really interesting and preoccupying my time. I directed my first short film. I am so thankful, so grateful for that opportunity. It was so fun. So I am honestly looking forward to the next short film I actually direct because directing is so fun for me. Just like all the paperwork involved is just like, I don't know, just something about me just brings me pure happiest, the happiest form I can be. Other things I've been up to pretty recently was I just moved out of my apartment that I had a roommate in. I had a 2-bedroom apartment and I shared it with a roommate that I never met before. We were just like acquaintances. It didn't end well. Moral of story, I kind of figured out really quickly that I just was a really selfish person when it came to my living environment. Just because I'm genuinely one of those people that wants everyone else to be happy before me. And when you're living with someone and you have that mindset and they're acquaintances with you, you're always like, hey, I want her to be doing what she wants to do because it makes her happy. And so I feel like I never did the things I wanted to do in my own household. I never would watch TV or anything. Also, I would always walk out in my living room and there'd be 5 people there just randomly, no notice given, hey, I'm having 5 people over to sit near our living room, you know, it was our living room. So creepy, a little bit crazy. I was just tired of not knowing the unknown and just walking into my own house and just not feeling safe or secure. I don't know, I was just really over it. There was a lot of issues there. I have nothing against the girl personally, but I just came to a total factor that, hey, I don't want to live with anyone. I'm very selfish when it comes to living. Unless we are best friends or I am in love with you, I don't want to share a household with you. I know that sounds really selfish now that I'm saying that, but it's just how it is. There was so many things that went down. I was just you just ruined roommates for me altogether. But anyways, on from that, I do not have a roommate anymore. I recently just moved into an apartment by myself, a 1-bedroom apartment in downtown Grand Rapids where I don't have to drive my car anymore. My school is really close for me. It's in walking distance. But with that being said, I have crossed some loneliness here and there, depression and mental blocks and just not wanting to do anything. I've actually had some nights where I would just stare out the window and cry until sunrise, just about my life and about my problems and things that have happened to me or how I could change myself to be a better person. A lot of the mental blocks and I feel depression and loneliness also came from me just coming out of a toxic relationship I just got out of. And it was almost for a year, right after I directed my first short film. In that same time period, I was also dating this guy. I jumped in a relationship with him. A lot of things were said that were really scarring on my brain, and they're kind of just second thoughts about everything I do nowadays, and they're always going to be there. There's nothing I can do to control that or delete that. I go to therapy every now and again. I don't know, I just talk to some people about it. I sit down, I tell them about my problems. It kind of helps, not necessarily. It's gonna be a while. I feel it's gonna take some time. Even the therapist said that it's not gonna be overnight, that you totally, forget the things that were said to you. It basically formed you into a totally different version of yourself, and it's learning how to let go of that new version of yourself and becoming who you used to be before. for them, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I'm kind of mentally abused, and I think my mother didn't raise me right every other day, and I think I can't do things okay, and yeah, I'm slightly getting better. I feel like everything that was insulted or said to me, I feel like I try 100% better to be not that person, even though I never was that person. Like, I think one of the things that was said to me is that I don't know respect, even if it slapped me in the face. So even if that was or wasn't true, my mind just instantly thinks that I cannot respect anyone. So I go out of my way to 100% respect every single person fully as an individual because of the things that were said to me. It's really fucked up. I even think about different scenarios when I was talking to people, and I'm like, did I not respect them? And it totally fucks with me. I don't know if that's normal. I don't know. Like, some of the things said weren't even true, but I still believe them, you know. Moving on from that. Not fun. Be sure to love yourself before loving others, you know. If you don't love yourself, you can't let someone else love you. And also be careful who you get in a relationship with, because there are some people that use you to manipulate you until they have you exactly where they want you. But I recently bought a new car this last year after getting hit on the passenger side after it snowed really bad in downtown, or technically East Grand Rapids, last year. It led me to having worse PTSD, so I've actually stopped car vlogging and things like that because of my PTSD. So on top of, you know, having some mental issues that are going on currently, I also have really bad PTSD when driving. Really bad PTSD when driving as it is, so whenever I start to get a camera involved, it just makes things 10 times worse. So I try to drive as much as possible, which I don't know if that's the right or wrong thing to do. So I apologize about that. I probably won't be car vlogging for a while, or possibly ever again if I cannot figure out my PTSD. I even have some nights where I wake up and I just am like screaming in night terrors from like the things that have happened in that car crash, which is really messed up and really fucked up, because I don't think the guy meant to almost kill me, but it's definitely still there, and it's definitely still scarred in my brain, and I try to forgive the kid all the time. Even if I like say that I forgive the kid, in my mind it's like I wake up and my mind is like totally not okay with it. So I don't know, that's me. PTSD, emotionally drained, sometimes depressed, sometimes lonely. Taylor doesn't know who she is or what she loves. But in summary, I'm doing well. I have a really nice apartment, and I have a part-time job working at a hotel. I'm a full-time film student. And most importantly, I'm living, I'm breathing. I'm on a journey currently to find what makes me happiest and find the things that make me me. I've traded up Starbucks for actually a really cool coffee company called Madcap, so that's really cool. If you've ever been in downtown Grand Rapids, you should totally check it out. Madcap Coffee, their iced lattes are out of this world, or just their coffee in general. I just really like iced coffee, and that's where I've been going recently. So 10 out of 10 recommend there. I also really love going to the Blue Bridge. That's probably one of my favorite places to go and just like relieve stress, or just like relieve emotions, is just go for a walk over the Blue Bridge, whether it be daytime or nighttime. I don't really do it a lot during the nighttime because I work a lot of night shifts now. I'm on a road of acceptance and finding myself again. If you have any questions further about what I've been up to or how I've gotten over the things I've gotten over, feel free to ask them down below, and maybe I'll get back to some of you, or feel free to like personal message me on Instagram and things like that. I also slide up on some of your like stories if I add you back on Snapchat. Sometimes I'll even respond to like messages that you send me on Snapchat, so I'm definitely available. I'm definitely here. I try to get back to as many as possible. But I thank you for all the support, and I love you all so much, and I think that's the end of this video.